She would have closed the gate behind her if she could. So, the Northlanders who pursued her must have made it through. They're here. I've got to rescue her. Before that, there's no way back for me. A feather from the healer's dress. She must have passed through here. I need to hurry. Another feather. She's left me a trail to follow. Healer, I found you.
My little blossom, you came for me.
Of course I did. Now let's get back and quick. Lemmican's poisoned and might die any minute.
Yes, death is fleet here. Lead the way.
Girl!
You!
Yes, Captain Anksu. A pleasure.
I'll kill you for what you've done.
Will you, witch girl? We have seen you sneaking in those temples. You have one of those pieces in your chest. It hurt going in?
Was it you who took my shard from the Foxwood Temple?
That's right. And you must be the ones who beat us to it at the Furrow Fells. A small girl and a bearded warrior, the report said. You really made an impression, I won't deny it.
Where's the shard you took? Tell me, now.
Marshal Coco has it. You'll get another one from your chest. I want you to tell me if it hurts more coming out. Please, stop, young queen!
What? I am not your queen.
But you are, by right of conquest. I never knew a human could wield power as you do. Not even Loie. For years, she has tried to master the temple automatons and failed. Yet they submit to you. Spare me my life, I plead you. I want to serve you.
You've destroyed my home, my family. I won't let you live.
I can help you. I can tell you where Kokok is stationed with his Iron Bear. And the Shard.
My Blossom, please quench your fury but a moment. The shard held now by Kokok can yet be yours.
All I did was follow orders, my queen. Orders from Kokok and Loie. Was I not a slave? And a victim when my own village was invaded and those who did not submit to Loie were lined up and crushed. I was younger than you. I can help you on your way to conquest and revenge.
Talk.
Not far from here, to just a stone's throw inland from the beach on Lake Alway, there's a farmstead, Undharmo Grange. Or there was. That's where Kokok's camp is. He is preparing to strike camp soon, but he expects my troops to join him and will wait for us. Not for long, you understand, my queen, but if we don't waste time, we should be able to reach him.
Undharmo Grange. That's not far. It's on the north shore of the lake, right?
Yes. There are some 4 platoons of mechanized infantry and archers there, with exoskeleton support and engineers. The fortifications are temporary, but quite strong. And of course, Kokok has his Iron Ugata, the Great Bear.
All right. You've given me valuable information. I won't kill you.
Oh, thank you, my gracious queen.
Hear me, Northland men! Did you hear the words of your so-called leader? The way he betrayed you?
My queen, no! They'll kill me!
Are you heading for the healer's cabin?
That's right. I need to talk to her about what we do next.
Well, would you, say I'm happy she's back?
Of course.
The Amber Shard brought back from Bleak Shore empowered you to master the spirits of men. My blossom, my Kipuna, my finder when I was lost.
Don't mention it. Look, we've been to all the temples Anthiel marked on the map.
Yet we haven't recovered every shard.
That's right. This Marshal Kokol, Lemmican's old friend, he's got one, and we need to get it before Lohi does. But I've got to tell the men.
Like a queen.
Don't say that, don't. I don't want to be a ruler. Even if I could, I wouldn't want to. Angsu only made that up to save himself. Groveling before tyrants was all he knew.
Toppy and Lemmican are but two men, but your men now, nevertheless. Fill them with confidence, with fervor to follow you as a true queen.
Listen up, both of you.
All right, let's hear it.
I killed Angsu, but his master, Kokol?
Is mine?
Well, I'm happy you still feel that way about it, because he's got one of the shards, and he's taking it up to the Northland. So, I've got to catch him before he gets there. And I could use some help.
Finally! Your time's up, Gulkle. Ha! I'll hang your head from the prow of this boat.
All right, so that's what we do. The mission's still on.
Yes, but we'll make a small detour on the way.
What? Where?
Home.
My blossom, upon what sullen shore your bark has found its way.
Can we talk? We're here now, and I'm going to see my home again. But I'm not sure why I wanted to.
My seafarer, my spark. You seek counsel, thinking I will know the course to follow, or can encourage you upon the one you've set.
Well, can you?
It is not your meek healer you must ask, Kipuna, but the one who's guided us both, the spirit of the Orolith.
I'm not sure I know how.
Go forth and find the blessed pit where you were first chosen for your task. There, you will find it easy.
Looks like many of the houses are still standing. I expected they would have burnt everything. Still, not a place for people to live in anymore.
You're right. This won't take long.
We had a chest full of armor-piercing arrowheads at the castle. I'm gonna see if I can scrounge up some for Limmiken.
All right. I'll help you look. This is it. Home.
It's not too bad. Foundations are still strong. Looks like most of the walls could be salvaged. Skilled carpenter and a couple of labourers could rebuild it in a few days. Plenty of timber to be had.
I don't suppose it took that long to build in the first place. It's hardly a mansion after all. Just a cottage like the rest of them.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Houses don't last forever anyway. Have to rebuild them eventually.
But why? Who would move here? When we get the Orolith to Anthea, and they build the protective shield around Kalevala, this little town will still be out here, for Lohi to raid or burn or whatever it is she wants with it. There's no hope here. I didn't come here to rebuild, just for goodbyes.
Look at this. Logs and planks laid along the broken bridge.
By the Northlanders?
I doubt it. They make use of spruce logs in standard sizes, bound with iron hoops to keep them from splitting. No, this was done by survivors.
You think there's still someone living here? Someone who's got away?
Possibly, but not likely. I see no smoke from fires, and who would live here without lighting one? It's cold.
I think you're right. Whoever stayed here long enough to lay the logs must have thought better of it once the snows came. The grain stores looted, Northlanders still about, Cayuse crawling out of the woods. Let's just hope they made it safely to Kalevala.
No use going up the ramp. The gate on this side's collapsed completely.
Right. We'll have to see if we can make it to the other gate. I thought of these walls as unbreakable, that they would always be there to protect us.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get in for that soon. Okay, look for a box of arrowheads, about waist high.
I'm on it. All right, I got the special arrowheads.
That's great. Let's get a move on. No use standing around here freezing our things off. Hard to believe we were living on top of a predecessor temple all along. What else might there be waiting underground? Like, I don't know what. Do you ever think about that?
I guess I've seen enough of the temples now that they don't feel all that mysterious anymore. Just old places underground.
Well, let's go have a look at this first one then.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind, I'd prefer to be alone here for a moment.
Sure, that's fine. No problem. I'll just go on ahead. Don't stand around too long, though. You'll catch a cold.
Kipuna, my child, the circuit is about to close. You've done well, my human conduit. My living copper wire.
Thank you, whatever you are. But please don't call me a child. I wasn't one when I set out. I'm certainly not one now.
No, though you are human, and it's much the same.
I've collected all but one shard. I'm going to get the last one soon. If I make it, it's over? I'll be finished?
If you wish. Add the shard that remains in the hands of the enemy to my constellation first. Then, relinquish the one embedded in your breast, and complete my form. That will in turn permit the healer to mend your wound. We shall both be whole then, you and I, though separate. My magic shall no longer flow through your body, but your own life force shall, once more.
What about your warning? What if Anthea uses your power for evil?
Neither my past masters, nor any generation of men to come, shall be at peace. The fate of your race is wrath and bloodshed. Surely the war between Kalevala and Lohhi's legions shall end in the victory of one and the ruin of the other. It shall not be the last such war.
I understand. I'm ready. I'm back. I'm ready to go now.
And you've spoken to the source and heard her in turn.
Yes. Listen, I've come to a decision. I'm not going to go through with it.
Dear flame, ripe bloom, you shall not turn away so close to the end. The last of the shards looms ahead, but a swift step from your grasp.
No. I'll get the final shard. I'll do it. But afterwards,
That is all that matters. When the parts of the Orolith are reunited, surely all will be made clear. You will know then what must be done.
I know it now. I've got to tell the men.
So, are you ready to start for the enemy camp?
First of all, I want you both to know how grateful I am for your help and protection. I never would have survived this far without you two. Thank you.
I'm proud of it. Soon we can go back and tell Lord Antheor, mission accomplished.
Only that's not what you're planning to do. is it, Kipuna?
Our mission still stands. We're hitting the camp to get the final shard, but after that, we're not going to Kalevala. Once I have the entire Orolith with all its power available to me, I'm taking the war to Lohi.
You're planning to sail to the north, then? Utter madness.
What about Lord Anthea's orders? It's treason to disobey.
Anthea, he has his hands full defending the capital, and I trust he's suited for that. With Ilmarin's dome powered by the Orolith, the city of Kalevala might well be impregnable. But there are 100 towns like this one, all vulnerable. If Anthea hides behind the dome, what about the rest of the land? Lohi will overrun it, burning and enslaving.
No. Anthea has commanded that we bring the Orolith to him.
I know, but the shard was given to me, not to him. For what? To what end? I alone have to make that decision. Anthea's plan is wrong, and I don't trust him to see reason. But with the Orolith's full power, I can destroy Lohi and end the war, not prolong it at an unbearable cost. That's what I'll do.
I'm a Kalevalan soldier, one of Anthea's men, to the death. I'll stay with you up until you've got the final shard. As far as I'm concerned, you haven't stopped following his orders yet, so I'll follow mine.
I can ask for nothing more, and I am grateful for that much.
Fools! You're as likely to survive as a man who's been hacked to pieces and thrown in a river.
Maybe so. I'm sorry to have to say goodbye to you, Lemmican, but I expected as much.
Just get me to Kulkul. After that, you're on your own.
Good. To Koka's camp, and then the final shard.